This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Newton, did I and this is also to child so grammar, okay? Now, yes, I measures with me answer questions in Kakra Akawa, the Akano, na ediko or China. See, also na Kala, I and any go on also Abba. Minim baby of free by them.
The camera talk, so I'll be deep in. Because share who that when near white say,
many.
But your white in any.
Sad many tear. Bonnie Ben and my own.
Between you, grateful.
Maybe as I would
tell you about Anumbre.
All right, Newton Lartey, Marija Tamamra, na Yansha de Bray. Questions in Kakraba, Newton.
Yes, sir. Yes. Me a few questions. I think say me quickly say the Okano. Na corner straight away. My first question I want I think say foreign kakra general. I say Trent, Reese and Hakimi. All rank you more. Reese be me number 1. Hakimi be 2. Not Trent. I am a third player. And I say when is it appropriate? Say obey changes. Say game air course from first minute. I see 90th minute. I think say the kind of game management. It depends on you, the coach. General, when your selection, we are sometimes around 20 or 15 minutes. Almost a white mistake. So your coach now confident now or option will bench. Over me, I make that change. You know, sometimes around 60th to 70th. What take a lead? Also, the game no corner. Or me equalize it. You can also manage the game by bringing on a substitute. Or me about control at first at the amount. General, that's got to do with those questions. And I'll say. I know Kabeti handle the Chan team no or the technical members no and also the technical staff at Bonachidom. Now first of all, Obetimi say I know what Kabeti handle and I say check be the selectioner ya na ya de game num. Now oya selectioner ya na unwie apart from formation system o de be catch and crowd no say mukọ game no we ni na monye. So Chan team no amoya sa ne ma no ema ne ye. And on the field Chan team no say general o sa so busa another question your area of dominion. Every single team on the football field, our area, any key strength. Say an attack, say any midfield, say any wings, say any defense, say any goalkeeping. Area of dominion should really be on the field. Your strength, your strength, our hinfa. Is it back defense on one? I could not dominate Adumako. Is it the midfield? Is it the wings? Or is it attack? And the final third, also attack and also a lucky be an element of finishing. Kofi Koji lead your line in general. Kofi Koji, but naturally on your finisher. Meka finisher obi a game no omodo do okra ba ball ne ba attack one kwana onimbabi obegina the ball be to net. Kofi Koji is in that profile. Bania is in a finisher. Jonah Tukwe any finisher. And so we share team usually we create but say half chance to me and share. And so your team no like Sani man getting it away from goalkeeping to the final third. I think so download and Juma obetimi aye but and me complement team na Juma nyina. So coach and worker e Juma extra as I say oh yeah at the count. Now general yan team no so and I say the Black Galaxy you know obo game no general church mu changes be another can one say proud to your second game will say as a simple for edi hu dwuma no e ba so and that yen church changes it me cause so e ma ye success. So Danlad was the goalkeeper back four no Nkrumah Kosa and abenya guessing in Japan for Kotoko no nya Solomon Adumako and Konadu Yadoma bo awatro midfield you about 3 obenya Abagana of course calf production team no I mistake akra omo de Abagana Emma Simba and omo de Simba ma Abagana no nya Insobila the central defensive midfield role attack unya Banye unya Jonah Atikwe no abenya Kofi Koji in 4-3-3. So usually Osha Yusuf bench but calf your mistake akra yen fanche na obenya Banye position ho and offer. So game no question and you may be discussing about say a Komu and answer anchor. So for Sudan, it was a traditional 4-4-2 where 2 players they stay centrally, not out wide. When you 2 players, Yusuf Yakub and Anu Mohammed at the ball in the final third as the 2 key strikers are a leading liner in a typical 4-4-2. So the whistle was blown out. So game no end started. So from the field, one default formation. So how is it going? So back 4 for Ghana. and watch on Nkrumah Kosa to Augustine Japan middle no ebema omiensa with a single base no aba benya mienu ejina insobila anim no aba benya 3 attackers no e wo so e wo honma na omolidi Ghana team no so 4-3-3 very very consistent and for Sudan I've told you already 2 strikers no aba benya back 4 na protected 2 strikers no aba benya middle 4 in a typical traditional 4-4-2. Ghana was deciding to have control. You ever build it out short with sequences near their core in the final third, but build a short to their core. Usually the first phase of the build-up, any part or getting involved so much. And the other can say central defensive midfield. So you Pate and Dominic Insobila for Accra Lions. But look here. In Sobila film by virtue of their position. So I'm catch us on 4-4-2, but it's 3 attackers here. Meaning so are reverted without the ball into 4-3-3. And Dominic Insobila Afrimo. A bunny say as I say Ghana the ball fan chain because centrally more occupy Honma won't me and you so Insobila ye. That's what really happened. Basanwa she shall guess in Japan or Dennis and Nkrumah Kosa so bet me a movie ball into second and then the third phases respectively. Ghana air control, but usually we love to have the ball. Now, coach Adawalker, our system here, and man, the full backs, it me call in the final third, it could provide a wave. Now, about this, we still continue to keep our back 4 in shape. So now, back 4, na Kakra, Ubenya Kunadu Yadom, Ubenya Solomon Adomako here. They stay as the 2 central defenders, general. No Babenya David Abagana for RTU, no Benya Dominic Insobila. Now these 2 players are protecting the central defenders. Now we have a question about fullbacks in Rwanda. The fullbacks are in the final third, providing width for the team. And Ebani saying the shape is that the back 4 is working, but this is Dennis and Nkrumah Kosa's position. Although na equity this wave area no diama your team no, but there's another question. Say, and they are not just a Jonah Tukwe our here far around the box. Now this is Augustine Japan's position. So 2 fullbacks no it provided wave. Not 2 wingers, So this is Kofi Koji, but Jonah Tukwe and the Bani are free, centrally, just to leave this area for Dennis Kosa and then Augustine Japan. These are the roles. Yanima players from the dressing room, but the interpretation is done on the field. And Ghana were creating some sort of few chances. But let's talk about this goal from Sudan. At a time, I'm going to buy area. I'm going to try some best sustaining the pressure in our zone for close to 35 minutes. So from the 30th minute here, watch and monitor the proceedings that happen here. So Ghana try some baby ball now. I recover from the Sudanese, and I'm also try some best sustaining our possession. So Ishmael Ahmed won the ball back from Augustine Japan, and a recycle game quickly, and the pressure is still being sustained around your box. Now I'll talk about the first error. The white man here. Solomon Adomako, the center back, and this is Abdul Rahman, one of the 2 strikers for Sudan. But about changing with a combined passes area box no yi Adomako the free. It happened a lot of time, but when the go no ebaye. So if you have a passes in aye, only Adomako change position. Now Adomako is out, and no Abdul Rahman akofa Adomako position no box room. Let's talk about the other error. The other error is that this is Dennis Kosa's position as the left back. And an area Simba Ababe Fani area and when you know your name a course am I the first goal Ababe tornado against a certain Danlad Ibrahim. It was so unfortunate. But let's talk about the other side of the goal and route to the back of the net. Now this is Simba. In the midst of Simba and then Solomon Adomako, you find out the goal scorer Al Ghazoli. The position here. So this is Ghazoli. In between your 2 players, but this is Dennis Kosa's position, or you're out of the equation. Now this is Kunadu Yadom. Kunadu Yadom the shape, how they block a ball. What pushing what in a 2 na baby I block one to say obi a bet working. And the positioning is also wrong. Kotoko ne has for Kotoko Kunadu Yadom. I said there were things as I said improve on the game room and lot of reactions by. Now this is one of them. This is a center back. So facing ball on block, but on the CC and a block ball na chipe and the ball on air too. Yet he is the one playing the whole line onside. Wapejan is outside your offside. Now I'll tell you the third scene from this situation and why the attacker is just in front of Kunadu Yadom. Wapejan is out for the ball in the midst of 3 players for Ghana. Dennis Kosa account, Simba account, and Kunadu Yadom. Kunadu Yadom happens to be the last line on the play line onside. So this is the actual line. Why is he here? Positionally, the guy is wrong. Oba block ball no. Apart from so my line in say no trap na say no. And we dey exposing Dan Lad in the process. O we no pagya nsa say offside. Meanwhile, on the general line Emma Bonny say, let's talk about Ghana equalizer and how we came back in the game. It was a free kick. Now your free kick, your set pieces no medika can want some say Ubenya Bani a free Ubenya Solomon Adomako no nya Konadu Yadom. 3 of the tallest players our team so omo nyina occupy the same zone. They will be splitted when the ball is finally kicked. So me catch was usually you call for short kicks. Say the way you me a move shape for her, and then you find out say 2 center backs, you know, and a crate here at the ball, 2 at the back of the net. Now, Ushadi be a banner and a drop the ball out of the box because we're a better shooter as in the other 2. And aerially, the 2 center backs are also better than Barnier. I had a coach and a worker explicit job. And was share with her and the didn't equalizer no. And the game continued to flow. This was the lead to the penalty. Barnier dropped deep and a baba foul ball connecting to an attacker in Simba. So getting entry into the box and a general Omokan Barnier and the top form. And after a series of review from the VAR, I think said referee, initially he felt that it wasn't a penalty until he was called. So if any year no bar box and closely general said Barnier was indeed fouled. And now boxing just 2 more, and it was the second time a Barnier in your penalty or tournament with him, even though the first one no understand but Osha closely. In fact, Abdul Rahman it's your Barnier 9 swampa and a penalty no the 2 Sabani converted. And positively, he had this ball at the back of the net. These are the situations that created chances at the mind. And the third goal was another long ball and a Ghana a Balu here. So after 50-50 tussle, we got hold of the ball around the final third here. Now this is Jonah Atukwe. So Atukwe in your ball, he say in the final third that he looks so dangerous on one-on-one situations. But how a picking ball no, a trust Cretino is something to be talked about later. After say goalkeeper, supposed to moving out of the golden area, Suraj and then John Atukwe took out the best areas of spaces around the box for Sudan. And this is it. So a bagana side the ball about box, this was John Atukwe, but Suraj was right here. And a general or converted ball no, at the team. A goal made from deep midfield, how born by converted by Suraj Seydou of Asifuk. But the build up, everything was done by John Atukwe. The first ball which was sent here, and the second ball now bagana side the buyer, and sana or recycle ball no at the Suraj Seydou. It was a beautiful comeback from the Black Galaxies. But overall performance in general and so many papa, and I'm sure most of Ghanaians performance and so many. Hopefully I'm here much now. Going forward, what we need to do, the things we need to repair tactically, technically. I bet me and my acquire Freda our tournament to SMU. Hopefully we'll be talking about that detail in much in general. But for now, my face here.
Okay. Marijata ya dasipa emfa NC hana sele waka ni yankopon ya aduma ochina na fe wa biebie any other related questions among for a day by Newton Lartey Marijata na de ne dia e fa ne ho no e by